This is Scott the Fix-It Guy. Our goal with our videos is to empower you to be able to do the repairs on your own and save a whole lot of money and also get that great feeling of having fixed it by yourself.
It's trying to spin, but it's too much resistance. So I think that's due to the water pump is just seized up. So it should be an easy repair. We'll unplug it. The water's out already. We're going to lean it back 45 degrees. Pull it toward us a little bit and smell the little bit of ozone out of the motor because it was stalling because it couldn't turn. So we got this supported. Take a look underneath. So here's the belt. We're going to take the belt off by just pulling toward us a little bit and then turning the pulley. So we're just making sure everything can turn okay. That turns fine. When we go the other direction, it's also turning fine. So it turns both directions. The motor's spinning good. Here's the water pump. But the water pump, it doesn't move at all. So this thing was being really noisy and eventually the bearing just seized up. So we're going to be replacing this guy. And we're going to replace the belt too. This one would still work, but it's probably a little bit worn out. So to get to it, just have to remove some screws here, and that's going to be done from the top. And then we can take it out. So it should be pretty easy. We're going to bring it back down. Okay, thanks, baby. Lizzie, can you hand me this box over here? Screws. His back panel off.
I'm helping you, Papa. I'm looking over here.
Thanks, baby. I'm going to pull this off. Oh, one more screw.
Nothing.
Lily, can you hand me the pliers? Oh, it's tiny, huh? I'm going to pull this hose off. Might get a little water coming out. It's good to have a towel. Okay, we got that one off. We're going to take off this one. This is the one from the big one from the tub. And if there's water still left in the tub, you want to try to get it all out before you do this, or you could put a clamp on this hose. That would be fine. But otherwise you get too much water coming out when you do this. Okay. I'm just going to kind of rock this off to break its friction connection. There it goes. It's starting to come up.
Hey, Papa, I got some stuff. Papa, look. I got stuff.
Thanks, baby. Okay, now we're going to undo these screws that are holding on the pump. So we want to note the orientation of how the pump sits. This hose is going to be pointing out toward the back.
I'm going to get two.
Undo this one.
What? Where?
Okay, so all these screws are in tight. 3, 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to put this big hose back on. This takes the water from the tub. We're going to take this hose clamp and move it down. There we go. We're going to put the other hose back on. Okay, thanks, Lily. You can just set it down there, baby. Put this hose back on. Push it on as far as it'll go. Let the hose clamp come down on it. Okay, that's on there tight. Put this rear cover back on. All done? Here's another one, big girl. We're going to put that one back in. So we're going to put the belt on, and it is part number 21352320. Just want to tilt your machine back about 45 degrees. Make sure it's supported. Just take you a second to pop on the belt. We're changing the belt because the water pump had seized and it just burned up the belt, so it has a brand new water pump. So we're going to just undo the belt first, put it over the motor pulley, put it over the drain pump, then put it over the big one. And as you put it over the big one, just start to turn it. It'll self feed. That's it. Done. Okay, we'll test it.